Obby. An obby, short for obstacle course, is one of the oldest and most recognizable Roblox genres. Players move through a series of platforms, jumps, traps, and puzzles while trying not to fall or fail. The idea originally came from classic platform games, where timing and precision matter more than combat. What makes obbies stand out is their simplicity, because players only need movement and jumping skills to progress. However, levels can become extremely challenging as obstacles grow more complex. A well-known example of this genre is Tower of Hell, where players must climb a difficult tower filled with constantly changing obstacles. Roleplay. Roleplay games allow players to act as characters in a shared world and create their own stories. Instead of focusing on winning or losing, the main goal is interaction and imagination. These games often take place in cities, schools, hospitals, or fantasy worlds where players choose jobs, families, or personalities. The genre became popular on Roblox because it gives players freedom to behave however they want within the rules of the world. A strong roleplay game usually provides tools like houses, vehicles, and jobs to help players shape their stories. A famous example of this genre is Brookhaven RP, where players live in a virtual town and create their own roleplay situations. Simulator. Simulator games are built around repeating actions in order to grow stronger or richer over time. Players usually start with very basic tools and slowly upgrade them, while collecting resources such as coins, energy, or pets. The genre became extremely popular on Roblox around the late 2000s because it works well with simple controls and steady progression systems. What separates simulators from other genres is the constant sense of improvement, where every action leads to another upgrade. A well-known example is Pet Simulator X, where players collect pets that help them break objects and earn coins. Tycoon. Tycoon games focus on building and managing a business or production system. Players usually begin with an empty plot of land and gradually purchase machines, buildings, and upgrades that generate money automatically. The idea comes from classic business simulation games, where players grow an empire step by step. On Roblox, tycoons often include factories, restaurants, or even military bases that slowly expand as players earn more money. The main appeal is watching a small setup grow into a large operation over time. A good example is Theme Park Tycoon 2, where players design and manage their own amusement park. Adventure. Adventure games center on exploration, quests, and story-driven progression. Players move through large maps, solve problems, collect items, and often fight enemies along the way. Unlike many other Roblox genres, adventure games guide players through a longer journey, instead of repeating the same action. They are influenced by traditional adventure and RPG games found on consoles and computers. What makes them special is the sense of discovery as players uncover new locations, characters, and secrets. A strong example is Dungeon Quest, where players explore dungeons and battle enemies while collecting powerful gear. Horror. Horror games aim to create tension, fear, and mystery. Players often explore dark environments, such as abandoned buildings, forests, or strange facilities, while avoiding monsters or solving puzzles. The genre became popular on Roblox because multiplayer reactions make scary moments more intense. Many horror games rely on sound design, lighting, and slow pacing to build suspense instead of constant action. The goal is to keep players uncertain about what might happen next. A well-known example is The Mimic, which places players inside a frightening story inspired by Japanese horror. Fighting. Fighting games are built around direct combat between players or against enemies. These games usually include weapons, abilities, or martial arts systems that determine how battles play out. The genre takes inspiration from classic fighting and action games, where skill and timing are important. On ROBLOX, fighting games often include arenas, tournaments, or progression systems that unlock stronger abilities. The competitive nature keeps players practicing and improving their techniques. A popular example is The Strongest Battlegrounds, where players fight using powerful, anime-inspired abilities. Survival. Survival games challenge players to stay alive in a dangerous environment. Resources such as food, shelter, and tools become essential as players try to endure threats like enemies, disasters, or harsh conditions. The concept comes from survival games in the wider gaming industry, where managing resources is the core challenge. ROBLOX survival games often combine crafting, exploration, and cooperation between players. The tension comes from constantly balancing risk and safety while trying to stay alive. A well-known example is natural disaster survival.